Donald Trump's return flight to Washington wasn't just another routine trip on Air Force One. It turned into a rolling political meltdown at 30,000 feet. As the plane crossed the sky, Trump crossed yet another line, unleashing a flood of bizarre posts, reckless statements, and dangerous rhetoric that left even members of his own party uneasy. Throughout the flight, Trump fired off post after post on social media, each one more unhinged than the last. From altered images portraying himself in absurd positions of power to claims that made no legal or political sense, it was chaos in real time. One moment, he was attacking New York Attorney General Letitia James again, despite multiple investigations into her being dismissed by courts and grand juries. With no evidence and no new facts, Trump pivoted to an entirely new accusation, floating rumors involving campaign payments and even dragging a private hairdresser into the conversation. This pattern has become familiar. When facts don't cooperate, Trump invents new targets. Earlier that same day, Trump shared surreal images of himself looming over the White House, captioned with a single word, soon. No explanation. No context. Just another calculated attempt to stir fear, loyalty, or confusion among his base. But the most alarming move came when Trump escalated his feud with the Federal Reserve. Despite personally appointing Jerome Powell during his first term, Trump ordered a criminal probe into the Fed chair, a move that stunned economists and lawmakers alike. Powell responded calmly but firmly, warning that using criminal threats to influence interest rate decisions undermines the independence of the central bank and puts the entire economy at risk. Even Republican Senator Thom Tillis broke ranks. Sitting on the Senate Banking Committee, Tillis publicly stated he would block any Trump-backed nominee to replace Powell while this investigation continues. His message was clear: weaponizing the Justice Department against economic institutions crosses a dangerous red line. And Tillis isn't running for re-election, meaning he has nothing to lose and no reason to stay silent. As the meltdown continued, Trump made chilling comments about a woman killed during an IC operation, suggesting her death was justified because she was disrespectful to officers. The implication was unmistakable. In Trump's worldview, questioning authority can be a death sentence. Legal experts quickly pushed back, reminding the public that no law enforcement agency has absolute immunity from criminal accountability. Then came foreign policy, or what passed for it. Asked about Greenland, Trump bluntly stated the U.S. would acquire it one way or another, openly dismissing international law, allies, and diplomacy. European officials have already warned such rhetoric could turn allies into adversaries, with French military leaders calling the idea a direct threat to sovereignty. On healthcare, Trump hinted he would veto the extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits, benefits that millions of Americans rely on, even as bipartisan support builds in Congress. On NATO, he once again questioned America's commitment, ignoring the fact that NATO allies stood with the U.S. after 9/11, shedding blood alongside American troops. And in a moment that left many visibly uncomfortable, Trump made inappropriate remarks toward a staffer standing behind him, turning a press interaction into yet another controversy. Meanwhile, the economy sends its own warning signals. Hiring is slowing. Unemployment is ticking up. Even conservative outlets admit the job market has cooled significantly, yet Trump's focus remains locked on personal vendettas, conspiracies, and power grabs. This wasn't just a bad day or an off-script moment. It was a snapshot of what unchecked power, grievance politics, and institutional erosion look like in real time. And the real question now isn't what Donald Trump said on Air Force One. It's how much damage one man can do when no one stops.